Congratulations. Completing this course is a huge milestone in your Shopify development and really anything you want to do with e-commerce. Being able to understand one of the largest platforms on which e-commerce stores are built right now is huge in terms of your career development, in terms of being able to create your own stores. If you were brand new coming to this course, then you have gone through a lot of learning in the last however long you took to complete this course. And you kind of started with things like understanding why Shopify is even popular right now. And then you moved into setting up your partner's account, which is super important to your Shopify career because the partner's account is kind of where you really manage everything, right? And then things like creating a development store, understanding collections, the customizer overview, which is super important, right? Before you dive into the code, you want to understand what's in the customizer. And then really understanding the theme code, right? So how everything is laid out. What are assets, the configs, the layouts, templates, sections, and snippets, right? And how do you really work with them? And I hope you got a really good understanding of those because that's kind of the building blocks of the whole store for Shopify, which is super important to understand. And in order for you to understand that, the next section really helped you with that, and that was the introduction to Liquid, where we learned Liquid basics, where I really dove into the examples and really, I hope, made it clear about how to use Liquid in your own code, and then creating custom pages and sections, and then using blocks. Blocks is something so beautiful in Shopify, and I absolutely love using them because it makes the customizer really dynamic for the client and for yourself if you're creating the store for yourself. But what I want to show you right now is where do you go next? After this course is completed, right, you have a really good understanding of the basics of Shopify development and kind of what the store really is. Now, the next level, I think, is really being able to build Shopify apps. And Shopify apps are usually built with React. And as it says here, about 87% of Shopify entrepreneurs rely on these apps to run their business because Shopify cannot cover the demands of all of the merchants that it has. Like right now, I think Shopify has about 1 million merchants already. And it's impossible, to make every merchant happy. So these apps come in and they kind of fill these gaps in the demand. So for anything like emails or anything like a custom newsletter or custom banner or really anything you can think of, you can make a Shopify app for it. And there's a lot of demand for it. And Shopify really does a great job at helping you with this, right? So they kind of give you a way to find the problem, and then they have an app store, just like just for an iPhone. They have an app store, and then you get reoccurring revenue because most of these apps are a monthly charge that the app creators charge, right? And Shopify has a lot of great tutorials on this, and I really encourage you to dive into this after you're comfortable and after you've already worked with the store. Really dive into the Shopify app world and just look around and see if this is something you're interested in because from what I've seen, there's a lot of demand for apps and there's a lot of tools that will help you actually create an app. This is something that I really encourage you to look into if you're interested in more of the development side. And again, congratulations for finishing this course. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a review if you did enjoy this course. It will mean the world to me. I wish you luck in your future, whether you're going to be working with Shopify in the future or not. I really hope it's an exciting future for you and you accomplish everything.